All right. Hey, everyone. We're back with Linda McKissack, the one and only #1 profit share earner in KW. Linda, how are you doing?
Doing great, AKA Mom Boss to You Press.
That's right. That's right. Mom boss. We are so excited. Linda, we are getting really close to our October 6th Profit Share Virtual Summit, first one we've ever done.
Yep.
And Linda is my co-host for the event and also one of our speakers that we're going to spotlight today. So Linda, for those who don't know you very well, take a minute and share with them about your journey at KW.
Sure. Actually, when Keller Williams came to my town, I was already by this time the #1 agent in my city. And Gary's model was to go find top agents who had influence and bring them to Keller Williams. And so it was literally Keller who. And they recruited me to Keller Williams, and I didn't come right away. I didn't get it right away, and I didn't come right away. But because of things that happened at the current company I was at, I eventually looked at joining Keller Williams and did take a bet on a company that, quite honestly, no one knew if they were going to make it or not. But I believed in enough of what Keller Williams was about to take a chance with this company. And so came over to Keller Williams. Very quickly, our company went from dead last in the city, or almost last, to #1 in the city. And to be honest with you, as it relates to profit share, I didn't come because of profit share. Most people don't. But I was interested in building wealth and passive income, because the reason I got into real estate was we were $600,000 in debt. So in the back of my mind, wealth and profit share were important to me, but I didn't connect profit share with it because I thought I would build wealth through investment properties. So it took a few years, 4 years actually, for me to really wake up and understand what a gift we've been given at Keller Williams, the gift of profit share. And it just so happened I had actually kind of my whole life lived my life in such a way to build relationships with other agents and use the magic formula, which I'm going to teach at our summit. And I had kind of done it automatically without realizing what I was doing. And so had influenced enough people to come over a little bit on the front end that we made a little money in profit share. And it kind of got my attention to say, well, what if I really treated this like a business? And then it was at a mastermind with Gary and Dave Jinks that they made me do a pro forma and treat profit share like it was a true business. And so it was because of that exercise press that I really woke up and realized, oh my gosh, this is a huge opportunity, and anyone would be crazy not to at least try to take advantage of it. So that's kind of how I, got into KW, and then eventually got over to understand the importance and the value of our great gift called profit share.
Linda, I love that story because as the story goes, you were the last, you picked the worst spot or the best spot, depending on how you look at it, in the mastermind. So basically they went around in a circle, right? And you were the last one. And you're like, well, what am I going to pick? And
Gary challenged each of us to start thinking about multiple streams of income. And so we were all challenged to go away from our mastermind and in the next quarter, come back with a business pro forma on some other business. And, I say the blessing was I was in the last seat. And so everything was taken, and I'm sitting there trying to think of what I could do. Mortgage was gone, title was gone, home warranty was gone, everything was gone. And so it was Dave and Gary that said, hey, you've been wanting to understand profit share better. Why don't you take on doing a pro forma on profit share, which became an immediate problem, Press, because to be honest with you, at that time, I didn't even know where the money came from. I had no clue if agents give you the money or where that money actually came from. So I was immediately challenged to go figure out all those answers to be able to put a pro forma together.
Yeah, that's great. And you actually flew across the country to go learn about profit share.
Traded my teaching on how to build a team, how to get listings, all the stuff that I could teach agents to someone who would actually help me understand profit share and could put a pro forma together. And so I always said by the day I was teaching and by night I was cramming, trying to learn as fast as I could, because, I knew I needed to present it in front of my mastermind, my peers, and I didn't want to look stupid and I didn't want to not know what I was talking about. So I had to really get in there and understand truly where the money came from, how to figure out how to have a plan of how much to make. And then it was after that plan, Press, that I decided I want to set a goal of $1 million, which I don't think there was a whole $1 million in the whole profit share pool at that time. Now that I think about it, but millions.
Now there's $1.8 billion in the profit share pool.
Yeah. So maybe I need to raise my goal from 1 million to 1 billion.
Yeah, that's right. So Linda, how's that profit share thing worked out for you?
It's worked out really good, Press. And that's why you and I are so passionate about getting other people to really don't wake up one day and realize what a gift we were given. And you say, I didn't even try to change lives with it. And that's what I like about it most, Press, is I truly know I've changed lives. And the byproduct of that is I've built wealth. And so when you just focus on the change in lives, the wealth will follow it.
That's great. So Linda, kind of to wrap us up here, without giving too much of the good stuff away, give everyone a little bit of an overview of what you're going to talk about during your session.
Yeah, well, after you got out of college, Press, you sat next to me for at least 2 years, and you were able to sit and listen to how I actually recruited. And it's one of those things that when something becomes natural to you, usually it's so natural to you that you think it's natural for everybody. And that's what had happened to me on building my profit shares. I just used what I use, whether I'm building a real estate business, a investment portfolio, or a profit share business. And I just use the formula that I always know. And so what I'm going to share in this summit is I'm going to teach you that exact formula. And I'm going to help you, number one, see it differently and understand that we're not doing something to someone, we're doing something for someone, because I think that's a big one. And let's not focus on what we're going to get, but focus on the lives we're going to change. And so I'm going to use the formula that you and I really sat down and put a pencil to and understood. This is actually the formula I used when Gary sent me to Ohio to build Keller Williams, and when I built my McKissack Group business to 200 transactions a year. This is a formula that will work for anything, but it definitely works really well for building your profit share.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, everyone. Well, you got to hear a glimpse of what you're going to get on October 6th at our virtual Profit Share Summit. Remember, you can sign up at profitsharesummit.com. And if you're a market center, you can get a market center watch party. If you're an individual associate at KW and you want to watch on your own, then you can get your personal ticket there as well. So Linda, we're super excited, and I can't wait to see you on October 6th with the rest of our amazing lineup speakers like Gary Keller, Jason Abrams, Aaron Kaufman, and so many more.
Awesome. Excited. See you there, Press.
Okay. See ya.